My name is Teresa Kovlek, and the other day we painted a scenery similar to this. This was actually the one that I painted, but what happened is I went to make the video, didn't have my sound on, and so now I'm starting with this one. The only thing different I have on here is my starfish is in a different area, and I have the greenery growing. So how you can do the greenery is you can just take one of your brush tip Sharpies and you can just draw it in, or if you don't have any of the brush tips, you can take and just paint it in with your inks. And I'm sorry for having a different tile in front of you, but it's almost the same. So what I want to do today is add a little detailing, and what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to put a fish in here. You can pick any kind of fish that you want, and you can see I had some alcohol on my Q-tip. It fell over here, no big deal. It's fine, I'll deal with that in a few minutes. And so what I do is I put some alcohol on my Q-tip and I just kind of draw in my fish. And I'm going to do an angel. This is a saltwater angel that I'm going to do. And I think she's called a queen angel. So I just kind of want to wipe out some of this ink. And I'm going to do it just like a triangle. So a triangle that's tipped a little tiny bit. I'll come in with a clean one and just wipe out a tiny bit more ink. And a queen angel is actually yellow and blue, so having a little bit of blue in there is not going to hurt anything. Now, one of the easiest ways to do the fish is to just draw it in with your markers. And because the Sharpie markers are alcohol base, they're going to work just like your inks. So if you get the alcohol on it, it's going to blend just like the inks do. So we just put her tail in there. And she has some fins coming down. And I like to wipe off my markers in between so that the color that you're picking up from the tile, you can wipe off on your paper towel. As you can see right there, I got a little bit of that green. All right, and she has a lot of blue. And I'm going to use the brush, and I'm going to use the fine point. I use both. And if you don't have any of these markers, I really recommend getting some. They come in handy. The eye is going to go about right there. And we're going to take our blue. This is a different color blue. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine. Or you can even pick a different fish. So I'm just bringing those lines over. And I do recommend pulling up a photo or 2 or 3. Find a fish that you like. And then use your photo for a reference. And I actually have a photo right now online of the fish that I would like to have on my painting. All right, and then we're going to put in the eye. And just a tiny bit of mouth. And then we can add a few more details. Now, I like these little trays here. These are actually butter tap trays. And they come in real handy because you can just squirt a little color in the corner and kind of work out of them. These are when I'm not worried about having my color separated. So you can see I have more than one color. Same with this one. So I'm just kind of adding a little more coral in. Just filling in some spaces. Like I said the other day, you can, just keep adding details and keep working at it. And get it to where you like it. And if you don't want the coral, you don't have to add that either. Coral just kind of grows all over. It's kind of cool. All right, and let's go ahead and add some, let's do a little seahorse. And you can either take a Q-tip and white him out where you want to put him, or you can take and just draw him right in. And that's what I'm going to do, just draw him right in. For the head, I do kind of a round area and bring it down and a little curl to the tail. Wipe off my marker. I'm going to bring out his nose a little bit. Give him a little bit of belly. And he needs some fins. And maybe I want to do another one right here. Maybe we'll face him this way. Bring him down. And his tail doesn't have to go forward. And put his little fin on the back. And then I made mine pink. You can do whatever color you would like. It's the wrong color pink. Here we go. I'm doing pink, pink. So I use the lighter marker just to draw them in. And I go back with the darker color, just because if I mess up, I'd rather mess up with the lighter color. It would be easier to erase. A lot of times little seahorses have little spots coming off of them. And you can do your seahorses whatever color you want. You want to give them a little eye. And just any of your markers that you use, you want to make sure they're alcohol base. If you plan on using acrylics, you want all your alcohol work to be done. And this wasn't quite dry when I was putting my hand on it. I should have dried it with the heat gun a little bit, but no big deal. To come back and touch it up a tiny bit. And if I want to blend this even more, I can go back, put a little alcohol on my brush, and just pull it through. So it just depends on the look that you're going for. And we could add some little, we'll do a little scallop down here. The little electric scallops, they're kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but they have these little, I'll show you a picture of one. That's one that I had in my fish tank. So just draw his mouth like that. And then we're just going to bring some little squigglies out of him. And going up. And we'll also do another color. So I used red and pink is what I used. You can use whatever colors you want. And then I want a little, like he has electric going through him, so I'm just gonna kind of make a jig-jog line. So there's so many things you can do with these paintings. You can just keep back doing more detail and adding different things. On the grass, you can paint it in, I think I told you, with your marker, or you can paint it in with the ink itself. And when you do it with the marker, you can come back and go ahead and add some highlights with the alcohol. Just a tiny bit of alcohol on your brush. So again, my name is Teresa Kovlak, and I hope this video was helpful to you. You can see more of my artwork on Instagram or Facebook, and happy painting to you. Here's some of the other ones I did. Thanks again for joining me, and have a great rest of your day.